Hello everyone and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to model the vertical stab and the rudder. Also, I'm going to show you how to make the alignment pins for the 3D printed molds as well. And I might show you how to do the hinges and the rudder in the vertical stab also, that you can print them in TPU. So let's go ahead and get started. First I'm going to do is turn on my canvases. Now, I want to just imagine this line coming down here, this line right here coming down here, and the front one coming down here also. And I want to draw those lines farther, or excuse me, I draw, just, um, just imagine them coming down. And then I'm going to draw a line across here. So the first thing I'm going to do is come up here and create sketch, then select the plane, this mid plane here. Now I'm going to select the line tool, the letter L. And like I said, just imagine this line coming down here, further down here. So about right there. And imagine this one coming down here also. And so that's about right there. And click OK. Go ahead and finish sketch. Turn the sketches back on so you see the line. Now, got a lot of sketches over here. And what I'm going to do is turn this one off. So I need to find this line and turn it off because I don't need it. And it's that one. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is come up here to construction and do a plane at an angle. And what I want, use this line right here for the angle. And it's at 0 degrees. I need to turn my constructions back on. Now I can see that. So that's exactly the angle I want it to be at. So I'm just going to click OK. Now we have that. Now I can turn my canvases off because right now I don't need them. Go to the top here. Now, if you have an airfoil that you want to use for this vertical step, what you want to do is insert it, come up here, then click on canvas, and then insert that onto this plane. And once you have it on this plane, then you just want to trace that airfoil. But what I'm going to do here is just draw an arbitrary airfoil. It's not perfect, for this airplane. It's just to show you that how to put the airfoil on here. So here we go. So what I want to do now, again, is create a sketch, and I want to draw on this plane here. And I want to project the line. So letter P for project. This point here. And this point here. And click OK. Now what I want to do is just draw an arbitrary airfoil. It's not a correct airfoil or anything like that. It's just to show you a shape to model it from. But like I said, if you have an airfoil, you want to go ahead and put that in the canvases and go ahead and scale it up to where you need it to be, the correct size, and then just trace it. So what I'm going to do here, draw a line here. Click OK. Now I'm going to mirror this. Come up here to mirror this line here. Select it, and the mirror line is this. Excuse me. All right. This, and then the mirror line is this. And click OK. Now we have our arbitrary airfoil that I'll be using. And go ahead and finish sketch. And turn the canvases back on. Okay, now what I want to do now is draw these lines going up through here. So come up here, create sketch on this plane here. And the letter L for line here. Up here, and click OK. L again for the other line here, across here, wrist line, and click OK. Now we have that. Go ahead and finish sketch. And now what we want to do is go ahead and sweep. Come over here to create, sweep, and this here path plus guide rail is what you want. So you want this and this profile, and the path this, and the guide rail this, and click OK. And there we have the vertical stabs. Go ahead and turn the rest of the bodies back on so we see what we have now. Sketches we don't need. Okay, that's what we have. Go ahead and turn the canvases off. And that's what we have now. Looks pretty good. Okay, now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to draw the rudder in here and separate it. So turn the canvases back on and create sketch on this plane here. And hit the letter L for line. And draw a line here. To here. And up here, out here. And finish sketch. Okay. And turn the sketches back on so we see that line. Now come up to here, and we want to split the body, this vertical stab. This is our body to split, and now our splitting tool will be this line. And click OK. Now I'll go ahead and cut the canvases back off because we don't need them, and I'll turn the lines back on, which is Control-6 to turn lines on. Now that is split. Turn the sketches off, we don't need them. Now this is two parts here. Now what you want to do is rename these. So this one now is the vertical stab. And this is the rudder. Okay, now you have that, just that simple. Alrighty, in this portion, I'm going to show you how to make alignment pins so the two halves of the molds will line up properly. So what we want to do is pretty simple. All we're going to do is come up here to create and select sphere. Now you can use whatever shape you want to, but I'm just going ahead and just use a sphere here. Then I want to do draw it on this plane here. And I want it about right here. 30 millimeters is fine. And set this to join and click OK. Now I'm going to do another one here. So create sphere, this plane, and about right here, 30 millimeters fine. And again, set this to join and click OK. Now we have two. Now what we want to do is turn on the other half of the mold, which is this here. Now we want to come up here to modify and click on combine. The target body over here is this side, and the tool body is this side. Now we come up here and we want to set this to cut and click OK. Now we turn this body off, and this is what we have. Now, as you can see, it's not cut into here just yet. It is cut in, but these pieces are still on. So what we do is just come over here to R and just turn that off. Now you can see those are cut in there. And that's how you do the alignment pins. You do the same thing for this side too. Just put sphere here and then combine. It's just really that simple. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys how to do is to make hinge slots so you can 3D print TPU hinges and put into, or use the TPU hinges in your airplane and have the slots cut in also. So let's get started. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to make the slots in the stab and the rudder so the hinges will fit in their TPU hinges. And I'll even draw just one TPU hinge that you can go ahead and print out also. But here's how you do that. It's pretty simple too. So first thing I'm going to do is turn off a few bodies because we don't need them. This body here don't need. All right. And I'm going to turn this one off too, vertical stab. And look at the front one here. And I'm just going to draw one hinge right here. And that'll show you how to do it. Then you can just draw another one up here and another one down here. So first of all, come up here to create sketch on this plane. Now there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can use a rectangle or use lines. I'm just going to use the lines and show you how to do that. So I'm just going to here, and drop down farther, here, here, there. And click Finish Sketch. Turn your sketches back on. Now what we want to do here, oops, I want to use Extrude. So the letter E for Extrude, and I want to extrude this here. And over here, I want it to be symmetric. And I want a new body. There's fine, and click OK. Now this came out a little, so I'm going to go back and move that in a little more. So come down here and click Edit Feature here, and just move this up a little. Actually, make it 7, and 7's fine. And click OK. Now that's in there. Next, what we want to do is come up here to modify, click Combine, and the target body is this. But I made a mistake. I didn't select this as a new body. So come back down here again, Edit Feature, New Body, and click OK. Now I should be able to turn this off. Yes. Okay. Now come up here, Combine, and this here is the tool body, and we're going to select it, and we want to make sure this is on cut, and click OK. Now turn this off, and we have that cut in there. Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the front of it, the vertical stab here. And I'm going to turn this off, the rudder off. And the same thing, modify, combine. The target body is this, and the tool body is this. Selected the cut, and OK. Now we have the two pieces. And that's how you do that, where we have both of those now. And now we can turn the rudder back on. And if we turn the vertical stab off, now to draw the hinge, now this may not fit down in there because it's a little too thick. So what you want to do is just go ahead and draw this piece again if you're going to make the TPU hinges. And if you want to, you can just measure this. So you come up here to inspect, measure, then you want to measure the distances from here which is 14 millimeters. So it looks like it's going to be 14 millimeters all around. And measure again from here to here. 15 millimeters. Okay, so it's 14 by 15 millimeters. So what you can do if you just want to draw this, let's turn everything back on. And turn the sketches off. So that was just 14 by 15 millimeters. So what you can do is just come out here and create sketch on this plane here. And I'll just go ahead and use a line and just draw that. So you can do that 15 millimeters. Click OK. But it's rather tiny compared to that. So again, what you want to do is just draw that 14 by 15 millimeters. And then the thickness of that hinge is just slightly less than 1 millimeter. So you could set it at 0.925 millimeters to thickness, and that should give you enough leeway of putting that hinge in there. But anyway, that's it for now. And next time I will show you how to do the belly pan of this. So yeah, so the belly pan is next, and then the engine nacelles and stuff like that. So that's it for now. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. And we'll catch you in the next video.
Subscribe for more.